Hello Internet people, Corrupt Reverend here again, and I am playing Empyrion. Apparently this is going to be a thing. I don't know why, but it is. So, when we last left off, we were working on this guy, this high gravity Chingadera. As you can see, the drill thingy has changed a little bit. I did decide to flip it over. I don't think I did that in the last video. I kind of skimmed the end of the last video to try and see where I left off. Which is really weird. Watching your own video is strange. Yeah. Yeah, so I think in the last video this was down below, which I decided to move it up, if only to make it so that you can look through the center while you're mining. I think it'll make it cool and or easier, or I don't know. I guess I don't really need to justify it, other than I wanted to do it, so I did. There. Yeah, so I did that. You see I threw some more texture up, which I don't know, it's weird. I'm starting to do that when I hit a wall more frequently. As far as like actual build wall, trying to figure out something to do. I just absentmindedly start spraying with a texture gun. I think most of this is the same. I finished up this stuff, which I think I was working on at the end of the last video. A lot of stuff got added. I made a smoking section on a spaceship, which... yeah, I'm gonna have to think of some witty silliness to put on an LCD for that. I don't know, I might make an LCD that pops up to indicate whether it's safe to go outside or something based on, I don't know, link it to the landing gear or something. Which I guess you can dock in space, so that might not be the best, but I guess I could like put up force fields somehow, make it a little fishbowl, but yeah, so that got done. I added and basically enclosed the rear, more or less. Added some sort of cowling bits underneath this squiggly arm thing. This guy got thrown on there. It needed strafing thrusters, so this is they. Obviously, not much strafing thrust, but it'll be fine for what this is going to be. Like I still don't think that I'm even going to put any turrets on it. Maybe a couple like mini guns or something just to keep drones at bay. But as far as actually going and attacking something with this, that would be a bad idea. So strafing, not a lot of strafing. Or I suppose forward back thrust when you're using the mining cockpit. Yeah, I think that's the main difference since I last left off. Oh, also, I'm not working on that anymore. I kind of made it ginormouser, and this is it now. So, yeah, he's getting wide. He's getting a little bit wide, sort of squarish, which I'm digging. I like it. I like it a lot. So. And also, I think the interior is quite a bit different now. The reason it's wider, so For those that are new to Empyrion or not super versed in the building side of things, a tool you have in Creative is the In menu. You might have seen me pull this up a few times in the last video. And I realized after making that video that for a video aimed at showing how to build things, I didn't really show how to build things. So that is this. The In menu, or what do they call it? The debug menu? Well, that's part of it. Building/debug menu. It's only accessible in a creative game. Even if you go in God mode, in survival, you will not have access to this. So if you think you want to build big things or intricate things or just Minecraft the hell out of the joint, then creative is really the way to go in this game. And you can bring these into your survival game. Not like in the cheaty, well, you can do it in the cheaty way if you want, but you can use spawn any blueprint type commands or finish BP, etc. I'm not going to get into that, but you can also save the blueprint and spawn it in via the factory in the game, which is a legit like gameplay aspect. But yeah, the main reason that I build in Creative is for the N menu. I say N menu, N as in Nancy, Nevada, Neanderthal. The letter N is what brings up that menu. By default, you can obviously change your key bindings. But what this does is it allows you some tools. It allows you Symmetry Plane, which is very handy if you're building a symmetrical build. I think I mentioned in the last video, I always forget to use that, or I often forget to use that. I use it a lot in, ooh, puberty, it's rough, at 30-something. I use it a lot in the beginning of builds, but I tend to start to lay off of its use, because I'll be noodling, physical noodling, with a thing, and I don't want it being built elsewhere. I guess I should explain what Symmetry Mode is. Well, man, how basic do I need to get in these videos? I don't know. I do not know. So let's do it anyway. Since I started talking about it, that's the wrong plane. That's the wrong plane. Third time's the charm. There we go. Okay, so we got a symmetry plane here. And what Symmetry Mode lets you do is just build on one side and it will mirror it right there. It also mirrors deleting. And that's another thing that you don't get in survival is right-click delete. You have to actually use your multi-tool and dismantle every block, which, yeah, that's, even with the item menu, it's a hassle because you're like burning through multi-tools. Also, what the hell, Elion or however you say this dev's name, why does the multi-tool wear out in Creative? That's all I use it for, is rotating, and I burn through them. But if you're in survival, you'll burn through them more quickly because you'll be using it to destroy blocks as well, and then your inventory gets filled up with like block bits, you know, like carbon substrate or steel plates or whatever. So it's just a hassle. Symmetry Mode, right. So you can do single plane or you can do multiple planes. So let's do, no, let's not do that one. Let's do this one. So right now we've got two symmetry planes going on. There's not really any way to look at them well, there is, but I'm not going to. In this mode, let's get up high where something isn't. You can see it's made 3 copies of that one block we placed here. And you can get rid of them all. I used that actually I think I used 3-plane symmetry when I was doing the ring, the donut on on Taurus. But it's handy. It's really handy, especially in the start of a build when you're trying to get the sort of skeleton all sorted out. Once it gets down to like the fiddly bits and the detail work, I use it much less. But it is useful. But the main reason I use this is for selection mode. What selection mode lets you do is, as the name would suggest, it lets you select chunks of your build. So you can grab a piece of it, like so, and you can Control-C copy, or you can use these buttons over here, copy paste, and you can Control-V, and bam, you have got a copy of the thing that you made. You can also use selection to just delete chunks of your build, like that. That wasn't really a chunk of my build, that was just a piece that I copied. Let's get rid of that. But the reason I bring that up is because I used that to split this thing in half and make it wider. Without using the selection tool, that would have, yeah, I don't think, save for just like redoing everything you've done further out, there's not really a way to do that. So big time saver, you could say. Yeah, so I think that's more or less the recap. I split it in half, and then I started filling in the bit in the middle with more sort of hingy looking pinch points, I guess. And the reason I did that is because I'm still not completely happy with it, but this 2-floor idea of being able to drive an HV from the bottom floor up to the top floor, it wasn't working with the amount of space that I had. Well, it would kind of work, but it would mean that other aspects of the design that I want to achieve would not be achievable, so I need to make it a little bit wider. So I could rotate this section and be able to drive up. As you can see, I have tested it. The HV will fit up this hole. It's a sentence that's just odd to, it feels weird. It is a little bit finicky, but it's not a headache or anything. It's pretty easy to get it up in here. I did do a sort of preliminary logic-y thing, and unfortunately it looks like blast doors are my only real option here for closing off this large of a space. I was going to use the shutter doors, but I couldn't think of a good way to make it wide enough. Yeah, it's just too large of a gap to make the shutter doors really feasible, and especially since with shutter doors, when you get to the larger ones, you lose opening space. Let's see here, grab that open. Let's rotate you that way. You can see at the top where the door like rolls into, it's like half a block that you lose of clearance. So even if I were to do the largest, which is a 5x5, that'll get me to the center, but I lose half a block on the edge. And I could shift it out, and that gives me a spare. Actually, no, that doesn't give me a spare half a block. That just, yeah. So a 5x5 shutter door really only gives you a 4x5 opening. But I could do that, and then run a long and skinny one down the center, except that the longest skinny one there is 5 blocks long, which brought me to my original problem of having something out here that the HV would hit when you're trying to go up. So that wouldn't work. So that's why I've settled on the blast doors. Not a huge fan. Maybe they'll grow on me. I don't like how there's that lip, even though it seems as though it doesn't treat it like a lip. Like it's a smooth transition when you're walking. What does that? Are you just like floating when you are standing on this? Yes, you are. You're just floating. Huh. So yeah, if at least like functionally, it's not bad. I just don't really like how it looks. Maybe, like I said, maybe it'll grow on me. But it's just a big chunk of that look. And you can't texture these things. You can color them, but you're stuck with that texture. And since I have them going 2 different directions, can I just rotate this without having to replace? No, I can't. You'll have to take my word for it. These bolt things, if you have the doors opening in different directions, these bolts don't line up. And so that's infuriating, which is why I have these guys flipped over. You can see the bolts on this side, which I guess is some variation, but I don't know. I don't really care for the blast doors. I mean, they're great in certain circumstances, but in this case, not a fan. But it's what I've got to work with, so it's what I'm going to work with for the time being. I don't know. Maybe I will scrap this idea of the 2-story HV access. I really don't want to, though. I don't know if I've ever mentioned why I'm trying to do this in the last video. I want to have the repair bay on the 2nd floor. No particular reason. just I decided that's what I want, and now I'm stuck with it because it must be. So let's open that back up. I don't know what I'm going to work on tonight. It does look kind of cool when it opens. I'll give it that. Like I said, it might grow on me. Also, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's not going to be like the last one. So, what I'm thinking here, you can see I've kind of like roughed in a little bit of what I'm thinking about. There's going to be space up here, obviously. I think I'm going to try and like taper it down this way so that it's really notably functional as a sort of tunnel to get upwards up here. Ooh, I could actually do like a full-on tunnel. Like, shoot, you know. I don't know. I don't know. But regardless, there's going to be structure up here, and then above that, I'm playing around with the idea, and I'm pretty sold on it at this point. I still might change my mind on it, but I'd like to incorporate modules into this build. Originally, I was thinking like right between these round tank things, just slot it right on in. But since I'm doing this HV causeway, as it were, I'll have to do something up higher. Yeah, so I'll need to figure that out. Also, I need to figure out modules. I did spawn in one of Jay Randall's. I don't know if you should call him Jay Randall or call him Jeff. 'Cause I think on this YouTube thing, his YouTube is Jeff Randall, and then everything else is Jay Randall. I don't know. The strange social ambiguity of the internet. But yeah, I brought in one of his Helios modules just to kind of get an idea of how it might work. Let's bring it up there actually, since I'm talking about it. And I really like the way that he incorporated the module concept with his Helios CV and also the, what is it, Solaris station. I mean, or is that the station or is it a, I think the Solaris might be a, can't remember if it's like a carrier or a station. Anyway, it's really cool the way that he made it work. So that's why I brought in his stuff to try and figure it out. That's not very far forward. Let's go forwarder. Forward ho. Forward ho. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I could make it so that it just straight up accepts Helios modules. That would be the easy way to do it. And like I could even straight up copy paste a module bay off of the Helios, which I mean canonically for this ship would make sense, since I'm imagining this as kind of cobbled together from pieces of other structures, but also like I don't know. The Helios modules. This is the standard module. It's kind of big. Like, I mean, it fits, but it's larger than what I envisioned when I first thought, oh, I could do modules. And he does have the half modules, or the smaller modules that go in this little side slots on the Helios. But again, I don't know. I'm tempted to start from scratch and like design my own module system, but that adds a lot of time to the build. Not only this build, but also designing at least a stencil module that can be used to create other modules. So I don't know. And I think like going Helios compatible might be more successful on the workshop, since there's already a bunch of Helios modules and people can just like, if they feel compelled to get this, that would be a bonus to doing that, because then they could just use the modules that are already available. I don't know. Do not know. And like, part of me doesn't want to muddle the water with creating an entire another module system. But, honestly, I'm kind of thinking about round modules. Just been thinking about round things lately. I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, like, I don't know, something less obvious that it is a vessel. Like, even though this doesn't have a discernible cockpit or anything, to me it does look like a dropship type affair. And I'm thinking it'd be kind of fun to make modules that they just look like something like this, just like a tank or something. And maybe even use small thrusters inset and then have like shutter doors over them so it can be completely stealthed out. I don't know if that's I've never tried putting shutter doors over a thruster. I assume you could do that. Let's try it. Yeah, looks like you can put shutters over a thruster. There's a 2x2. Is there a 2x2? Is there such a thing? There is. Yes, you can put a shutter door in front of a thruster, in case you were curious, because I was. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking on that, is I'd really like to do modules, but I'm just not certain how to go about it. Like, I could figure out how to, I could make modules, that's no problem, and I can make the docking system, that's no problem. It's within my ability, but that just seems a lot easier. And I can be lazy. I can be real lazy sometimes, and sometimes is a lot of the time, and a lot of the time is now. So I'm not going to do that right now. Let's work on something else. Let's be lazy. Okay. So I'm thinking let's work on this little HV causeway. Why not? There we go. So I'm thinking something like, let's work on this wall here, this back wall, to get an idea of the contour that we want to go with. Now I am using the royal we. There's nobody else here. Oh, sneezed. There we go. I don't know why I Control-Z'd that. Oh, another nice thing about the in menu is Control-Z, undo. I think that would give enough headroom. But the key is I really need to ramp it quite a bit towards the top there. Oh, how'd you get over there? Go over there. Nah, right there. Okay. Now, see, the tricky part here, I want to start at a low, well, that's not really low, that's a 45, but, or a high angle, I guess. It could be higher. I want to start at a 45. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at here. I want to start at a 45 and then kind of bring it down to a lower angle and kind of keep that swoop going. But the problem is that after the 22.5 degree blocks, there's not really anything. You've got these super slim guys, but there's nothing that smoothly transitions. Like, you've got these, but you see it kind of, it's like broken. So that doesn't really work. The only thing that smoothly transitions with these truncated half ramps is this guy. Like that, I think, even that might be a little bit kinked. Yeah, I think it is a little bit kinked. You can't tell. It might be flat. At any rate, there's nothing lower than 22.5 degrees. So, what do? Let's try. Let's try keeping the 45 up a little bit later. How many blocks do I need to go up? I've got, that's where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. So 2 blocks will get me the 22.5. And then we can go that slim guy, but then we'll only be able to go a wall width. By that I mean, I will show you what I mean in a sec here. We can use these guys and then just go to a wall. As these blocks are wall blocks. And that works. That looks fairly good, actually. I like it. But there's not any feasible way to get from there up to where I want to be. Actually, now that I think about it, do I need to be that high? let us check. Okay. Oh no, I'm way overshot here. I should be kind of full mast here. Giggity. Okay. So really that's as high as I need to get. Which is just a little bit above what the wall would do. So maybe actually, even though I want to start with a 45, let's try doing something here. So here's a live demo of this selection tool. It is kind of annoying. While you're selecting, you can't pan or look around, so you have to keep going in and out of the in menu. There we go. Let's delete that and move it on. Oh no, what do I want to do here? I want to go over 1, up 1, 2 actually. Oh, and that's gonna get me. Excuse me. Oh man. Well, I could do that and just. Let's leave it there for now and investigate. Okay. So, what I was thinking just now is we use this guy right there. So that's not too bad. And it would give me the potential to have like a little walkway here. I'm not sure where that would even go. Let's see. You can go down here, and over here, and I guess down in here, and get stuck. Oh, and you can pop up into the break area. Oh, I didn't texture the back of that. That is a problem for future me. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, I think this would be all right. I think. So let's do that right there. Dang it. Where is the face that lines up with that? Is that it? That's not it. That's it. Now that is one that lines up. Oh yeah, that lines up. Okay. There we go. Let's just fill this in for now. There. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Get out of there. And right there. Then we can get rid of this layer. Boop. Like so. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's fill this in too. Get a better idea of the interior space. Oh. And fill this in. There we go. Those don't line up, but I don't care right now. Okay. Even though I just cared like 20 seconds ago. Alright, and what are we gonna do? I'm having second thoughts about this wall plan because that's not. There we go. So that keeps my sort of arch, but I'm going to want something like this lip here. You see? Oh. so yeah, I'm gonna want a lip, but the issue is that I would want it a half block width, and that limits what I can do here. So let's see what I can do. Like that. And where's that triangle? There it is. I can never spot this block because it's in the menu. Like all these other ones are standing up. These are all the half slab sort of things. And then this one is laying down, just to screw with you. Like why? Why? All these easy to spot, easy to spot, easy to spot. Just mentally scan right past that because it's laying down. Ah, okay. Vent complete. There we go. So the issue that I think we might have with using those wall blocks on the top is that there's not really anything that will transition to that. That's the wrong one. You see right here, like there's no really flat thing. A low ramp like this is, but in this flavor. There is kind of, oh yeah, even in the wall blocks it's only on a double. That's that whatever degree. So that's 22.5. This has got to be like 11.25 or something. Whatever it is. There's nothing that really corresponds to that. But maybe that'd be okay. Oh, I'm having a thought. Let's see here. What if we use these guys, go all the way across, like so. Oh, that looks all sorts of weird. Ew, I don't like it. God, why did that look so weird? It's, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, so that we need to change to one of these, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All better. All better. Now that looks too skinny. Can't win them all. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that we can do that, and this will be a sort of similar to, whoop, too quick, sort of one of these bump outs. There's another place that I have. Yeah, like this. Ooh, frame rate dropping. Like that. How it's just kind of like sitting proud. And that would break up the edge. Yeah, yeah. I dig it. Ooh, and then I could do something. Do I have a thing like I'm thinking I have? Yeah, like this. I could do some of these every now and then. Boop. 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 And boop. And maybe one more boop. There we go. Yeah. I think I like it. I think I like it. Could I? Should I? Would I? I would. How does that look? That looks kind of... Oh, but... What if I do that? And that, get rid of that. That. Do I like those? I don't know. Ooh, and then instead of this, I'm going to go to one of these. And then we'll grab some of these, like that. Yes. Absolutely. Now I don't know if I like these. It might be better if it was more abrupt. And it's messing with my eyes because the texture on the carbon. Let's just go here. Oh, even then. Can I get that to not suck? No. Okay, so let's do this then. That's still messing with my eyes. My eyeballs all made. There we go. Okay. Now I'll be able to see if there is. Yeah, there is a slight crease right there. But is it noticeable enough to bother me from a distance? No, it is not. Okay. Cool. Let's. That's the wrong direction. That's what I'm trying to avoid with making all of the blocks the same orientation. That wasn't too bad, and that's actually unavoidable. See right there, no matter what, those are going to be offset from each other, again because game devs hate us sometimes. But yeah, I like it. Okay. And a lot of these details are things that I usually leave for later, but I mean, when they present themselves, you know, it's just a time saver to investigate them. Also, I'm always paranoid about forgetting things that may have been a good idea. Ooh. This also gives me another idea. Is it feasible? Anything is feasible. I could go kick this back. That might be too odd though. Or I could curve this around and make it round. That would majorly decrease interior space. Well, no, not necessarily, because then that would give me 2 blocks to go out right here at least. But I don't want to make contact with these. Which is, yeah. Looking kind of castle-y at the moment. Let's at least get these all the same length. Give them a fair shake. Yeah, I believe that will work. This texture is just to help me visualize. Some of the textures are just, they seem to be apt for that. Things that transition from block to block, or textures that transition from block to block without delineation. It just makes it easier to kind of view it as a coherent piece. Okay, so what I'm thinking is leaving that wall section Wally. And then in here, go like this. I don't know if I want to have that kicked down though. Let's see how it looks with these guys. That too. No, I think that's alright. Yeah, I think that's alright. 'Tis acceptable, I have decided. Thus I decree. Ooh, and then across here, I'm gonna do some roundy thingies. I think. Oh, past it. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Always looking to add just a little more detail. Break up the big flat things like this one. This will probably remain flat. I'll try and give it some interest through texture, because I'm thinking this is going to be like a landing area. I do want a larger landing area outside. Yeah, I'm liking it. I am liking it. And maybe here what we do is something like this. Just kind of bevel that corner, maybe. I don't know. How much space we got on this guy? Could I do that and still be able to finagle this up? I think so. Let's try. Let's put that like that. Okay. Oh, that's problematic. Okay. Ooh, it does not like to. That's fun. Okay, we got to get this turned around this way. Now it'll work. Maybe. Man, this is not. This is gonna be a bear once this ship is fully enclosed. Okay. What am I hung up on? Oh, come on. Back. There we go. Now can I get under? No, not yet. I need to go down. No, I need to go further back. Oh man. I'm reconsidering this whole idea. Okay. Because Empyrion does have an issue with like clipping into other objects. That would be like super sucky to happen with your HV. There we go. Okay. So it works, kinda. So level out. Hop out of here. Okay. So I should really probably enclose this too to be able to get a full idea of whether this is actually feasible or not. Crud. I think I was getting stuck on these blocks right here, which I guess don't need to be there. Not really. That's just something I was playing around with. Man. Oh, I wonder if it'd make it easier to use those 3 block long jobbers here. I haven't really used, like, this is the first build I've used those on, these guys right here. These are, well, these are actually technically the lowest angle you can get in this game, but they're Reforged Eden only, I believe. And also they're kind of janky, like, they're missing a side, just a side. Like, there's no render there, it's just the top and bottom. At least they're texturable, but yeah, so you need to make sure that they are enclosed on the sides. But generally, I haven't used them because they're Reforged Eden only. So if I use these, then they won't be there if you spawn this in vanilla. They'll just be nothing right there. As I understand it, I've never tried, but I would think that's how it works, you know. If you put an asset that doesn't exist in another version of the game, it would not be there, I guess? I don't know. But I wonder, that might make it easier to get up this without nosing up so high, but let's not worry about that just yet. So, real quick, let us toss these guys in here. I think for now I'll just go straight across like this. Oh, that doesn't even line up. What did I do here? What's going on? Oh, I never really had these. Did I have these lined up at one point? I thought I did. How did I have this before? Oh, I didn't. No, I pasted this over here from the other side. Ah, so I'm going to need to come up with a transition. What should I put there? Okay, maybe I won't work on that right now. Back on track. Okay, so we plunk that away and put that there. What on earth did I do here? What did I do? I put those the wrong way around. Huh. Oh, no. Okay, now I remember. Alright, yeah, that goes like that, goes like that. And what I was thinking was we do this, put that there, get rid of these. And that gives a little more space between these elements. And right here, I'm going to grab one of these, put that there, that keeps that going. And, but see, in here is where it might get a little bit tricky. Right here we'll go thusly. Let's just go all the way across for now. And we'll throw these in here too, just to make it fair. Right there and right there. Okay. And what I'm thinking is get rid of these. And then right here maybe, I don't know. Well, actually, yes, I do. Okay, so we are going to use these. I have decided unilaterally. Right there. Okay. And then here we're going to use these. Whoop, whoop, too far. There we go. I think maybe I do like that. Kind of funky, sort of. You know what I mean? What do you mean you don't? Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Gosh, why do I even try? I don't know. Oh, but if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to keep this going. But I could do something different. I could do something different. I don't know what. Bother. Okay, well, let's just start off by throwing one of those in there. I'll have to change this to, nope, not that. Get back there. This to one of these. Get over there, and right there. Okay. Now it gets tricky. See here, the only thing I've got that can go there is this guy. And that doesn't really follow what I'm after. That's kind of neat on its own, though. Gives me an idea. But can I pull it off? Dang it. Stop doing that. I need to, there's a file that you can replace in the game files that will, it's the crosshair file. You can change it with something of your own choosing or creation. These white crosshairs are difficult for me to see. Maybe that's a me problem more than anything else, but then right here we would, let's go one of these like that, and then let's try playing with one of the, no, not that one. Oh, and then this won't line up correctly. Dang it. Well, if we do that, and one of these, and then replace this also with one of these. Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see where I'm going? I don't. I was hoping you could maybe clue me in. Aha, aha. There is a thing. And then no, I didn't. God, that's such an awful movie. I'm going to try not to quote that. That's some classic Ashton Kutcher right there. Yeah, I think we can do this. Okay. That looks too long though. I feel like I should get, no, let's just see it through to the end. To the very end. End of all things. What do I do here? This is one of those thingies right there. And then one of those. Okay. Yet, I don't know what I was thinking. Or what I expected that to look like. Not that, that's for certain. Oh, that's just, I don't know what I expected. Might not be so bad if I moved that back to be equal with that. It just it looks so weird to me. Okay. Maybe, actually, this might be salvageable. At least partly. Let's see here, let's grab one of these, put that right there, get rid of that. not in a way that I can think of. It's interesting. It's certainly it is a thing. That's maybe something like, I'm just seeing like a crab claw. Like I don't know what I'm going for here. I'm just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks, I guess. Okay, let's get rid of this nonsense. Get back to where we were. There we go. Which is an impasse. Because there's not really anything I can do with that. Well, I mean, I guess I could do this. Let's see here. I want this guy, I think. I think. No, I wanted the other one. The other one. Like that. And I could do... this. See, that kind of goes where I'm after, but it's not quite, not really. Because we've got this ink right there that I don't really like. Oh, there is this guy. This has even fewer things that I could use. I don't think there's any truncated. Yeah, the wedges don't have any little chop toe jobs. There's not one of these with just a shortcut on one side. So I think these are some of the blocks that I would like to see added. Because these missing blocks really do kind of create roadblocks. Oh, you know, I could do something like that. Just say screw it. Just, I wonder. I wonder why. She ran away. My run away. Maybe. Let's get rid of these. And also this, we're not actually losing any real floor space. Is there anything fun I can do with this? What is this? Is there anything, what can I do with this? Not a whole lot. Ooh, I could. Okay. Gears are turning. That's a thing. That's something. I mean, it's not nothing. Yeah. Can't really tie into that. Well, I would just make that a square slab. Time may change me, but I cannot change time. Speaking of time. Damn, we're already past an hour on this thing. Okay. I've got to be up early in the morning. I'd like if this piece was swoopty right there, but it is not even a little bit. I'm wondering if I can do like a trussy thing right here. Maybe. Let's just get this in here, and I can fiddle with it as time goes by. Gosh, if only there was a good way to bring that out a bit without losing that edge of the inner block line. Like there's that, but that doesn't really work. Oh well, the curvy thing kind of puts that out of the picture. Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's see if we can do any kind of truss thing. Don't know. That. So the problem is that there's not really any good way to get a thing going like this, because this is part of the lower block space, so you can't put anything in there, and there's not going to be any block that really, oh well, actually, no. And there's no block, half block that's like that. There is a full width block like that, which is what I've used in the past to do truss type things. That you're very limited in using these half blocks. See, there's not really a lot that I can do with this other than just going with these guys. And that requires I have a little lead in there, which I don't know, this could be interesting. Do not like that at all, one bit, not a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, I'm gonna shelve this idea for now. Especially since this is not at all what we had begun to do. We were messing around in here to try and see if this would still work with this. So let's throw some blocks at the wall. that, and like this. Just for now. Yeah, just for now. Now let's see if we can get this up there. I think I'm going to have to use first person view for this. Third person here. Oh, we're up. That wasn't very painful. Not painful at all. I mean, a little bit, but not terribly painful. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Okay. Nope. V is the key that I need. What was opening and closing? Oh, I bet it was these, maybe? No, I don't think I was over there. Huh. Oh, it was my ramp. These ramps deploy when the what's it, who's it's landing gear deploys. That's what I was hearing. Okay, that works. That does work. And we've got a little bit of an idea of what we're doing here. Kinda. I don't know if I like that or not, but it's something to work with. At very least. I could do some sort of interesting window work there. I don't know. I've also got this massive flat plane here that I need to spruce up a bit. A lot. Spruce up a lot. A lot. That I could do the trussy thing, because that's a full width. And with full width we have these guys, which are the missing chunk to allow you to do trussy bits. So let's do that real quick. There. Like that, like that, like that, like that. And like that. One more of these. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Right there. And then you do this. Ta-da! Like that. And you can go back and forth and so on. I think I would need to do a double row of these. Oop, oh, oh! Screwing stuff up. You can also overlap them, kinda. Oh, right here. Do these guys. Like that. And then right here we could go haw and haw and haw. Like that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think yes. Okay. There. I mean, this is not. If this is centered, that would be amazing, because I'm not paying attention to that right now. See, you can do that, but that doesn't make sense in my mind. let's finish this out and see how it looks. We don't need that, we need this. And then we go back to that. Like so? Yes. Okay, like that and like that. And then for this, we would be going. I think, no, don't like that at all. Ah, right here, see, this is tricky, but we can use a slab right there, but that's a bit odd with the rest of it. Oh, get out of there. Right there. It doesn't really jive with everything else. Unless I do that all the way across, which could work. I don't know, I don't think I like this. Maybe if I offset them, probably if I offset them actually. So let's grab that, go down one, over a bit. Let's grab them all. Gotta grab them all, gotta grab them all. See, let's get rid of that. Put it back and then shift it over. Does that work? That does not work because those meet up in the center. I would have to do something different. Let's go over. I don't have a center line on this ship, so let's just leave that there for now and find out how many blocks this is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 7 to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. Right there. That's our center. So the bottom one is actually centered, but the top is not centered. So what can we do about that? Well, we can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. These as well. Okay. So I don't like how we're doing this. Let's just use some color. Do that and slightly do that. There. That's our center. Get rid of that. Okay. So this would work if I wanted to do it that wide, but I do not want to. And if only they had one of these, but this, I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see my finger. If the block was actually on the top half, that would be super useful. That would be a little bit, I guess not cheaty, because I mean, you're not really cheating at the game, but it would make things simple. It would take away from the puzzle solving aspect that I mentioned I enjoy so much. And also pull my hair out at sometimes. So I could just do the same thing. But offset up. No. Oh, but do there a way? No, again, this would be a perfect use of this guy if that could be shifted down half a block. That would be amazing. But it just wasn't meant to be. Oh, there is this. Even that, not really any kind of useful to me right now. Well, no, because then you got this thing sticking out. But what if, no. Keep thinking I cracked it, but no. Could always go chunkier, but no, even that, well, there's no way to fill that. Well, I guess at that point it would just be a 45, down like that, but that is way chunkier than I want to be. It's kind of nifty looking, but that I don't think that fits this build. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And that, and that, and that, and that, and you too. And your little dog too. Let's see here. Right there, and right there. Okay. This could work. There, right there, and right there. There was like one of these half jobbers. Very limited on these kind of strange blocks. I kind of like that matching up with that. That's neat. But no. The whole point of this was to try and get a truss-looking effect. So let's build this out. Let's go to the end of where this is leading us. I did something like this. I could save it, maybe. Maybe. Do those all the way across. This guy. And start back up over here. Oh, get back there. Like so. Oh. This, I don't know what I was doing with this. just kind of brainstorming. I didn't like it. Just looks bulbous and strange. Like me. There we go. Get rid of that. Grab this guy. That. That and like that. And this guy right there. I think I like that. I think I do. And then actually right through here I could do something like this. We're getting into those layers I was talking about the other night. There. And then we could taper this down with these guys. Yeah, I'm liking this. And totally off track from what I thought we were going to work on. That's okay. It's not a race. There, there. And I know that there's going to be a couple there, and a couple there, which I didn't do over here. There we go. And I'll have to figure out some good way to link into those, but for now I just want to get all of this put in. Like that. Right. Yeah, okay. That. Like that. Grab these guys. Right there. There, right there, and right there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw some in here too for just because. Like that. And then I'm gonna put these guys into there. There. And then we need the slopies. I might as well toss that up there. And right there. There we go. That's interesting. I don't know if I like it yet, but it's something. Yeah. Something to work with, at the very least. These guys I think I would want to step down. Something like that. Or maybe even the full 45s. I think that's alright how it is. Dang, shame that I couldn't scooch those further inward so that I could get a tie-in. What I'm thinking is, where is that piece? There it is. So I'd like to have something like this, but in order to do that, I would need this entire structure to shift over, or shift inward one block from both sides. And that way I could do something like one of these little guys to tie that piece that's above the engine into this flat piece, because as it is, that doesn't make sense to me. having those corner to corner. Is there a way that I could do that without screwing things up too badly? What have we got going here? These are both those, so that can't really change. Yeah, without doing some major changes. I mean, I guess I could move the thruster over a block. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Move that thruster over a block. Move this thruster. I mean, I might move this way up in the corner or something yet. Like, it can go over 2 more blocks easy without making things too, oh, but I do have that curve in. Oh yeah, that's with the curve in. So I can go over 2 blocks with that thruster if I want to. You know, now that I'm looking at it like this, oh, but I can't. I would have to move these in one as well. I was thinking about pushing this back flush in like this guy is, but that won't really work. Huh. Well, let's, I mean, that kind of ties that thruster into this, into the structure. But then it would be, yeah, I would want it shifted over at least 1 to get it centered. And I think that'll help with, see, like there's an imbalance here. Oh, I will need to go over at least 2 so that I can have space on both sides. An imbalance with this being below center line, this being above. Well, with the center line, you notice it. You know, over here, without a center line, it just kind of looks, yeah, just offset or whatever. But when you have a center line, if it was just this thruster here, that looks odd to me. But if I have 1 below and 1 above, I think it will look good rather than weird. I mean, weird is good too, but not always what I'm after. Most of the time, but not always. So let's grab these. I need selection turned on. Let's grab these strakes. Go down, go over, and let's see here, go out. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I got the whole apparatus behind there. Come out 1 more, make sure we get the thruster over, yep, and then up and down and all around. Actually, no, we should probably just grab this thruster at the same time. Is that going to nab? Yeah, they'll nab this guy. You know what? I know what's going on with this. We can put him back in. So yeah, let's grab this too, which means we'll have to come out 1 more. Okay. Control C. Get rid of it. Put it back. And go over 2. Control V. How screwed up did that make things? A little bit screwed up. Did it screw up things in the front? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I can fix that, but Okay, let's undo that. Put that back, put that guy back. Okay. Well, okay, let's just do this one thing at a time then. I want to move that thruster over one. LCDs, there we go. Okay. Oh. Over. Go over. Oh, you won't go over because there's stuff in your way. I'm sorry, Mr. Thruster. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see if I even like what I'm thinking of doing here. So what I'm thinking is doing this, and then in here, doing something like this. All that work, and I don't even like it that much. Harumph. Okay, well, what if I do this? Might I like it more? Keep that going for one, and then bring this in right here. Like that. Do I like that better? I like it better. I mean, I do like it a little. Not really. I don't really like it better. That's a lie. I think I like that better than the other one, but it'd be great if there was something more that I could put there. Well, I mean, there technically is. Where's, I could go half block. Go like that. I'm still gonna have that little step there, though. That's the problem that I am having. Throw some blocks in there just to better visualize. So that would mean that this goes further over that way as well. You know, I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this. Let's get back to where we were. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. Get rid of these, even though I think it would look good. I don't feel like delving into it right now. Maybe another time. Do I want any crossy things? Where's a single stick? Is that too much? I think that's too much. You can never have too many little crossy things. That's what my grandma always says. That won't really work because we won't have a... Yeah, that's okay. I like that. I like it. Yeah. Okay, we're on to something. We're cooking with gas now. And here, this guy is gonna have to move over one though. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of all this gobbledygook. There, 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 there. And, okay. one over. Oh, and I burned my face off. There we go. Huh. Okay. Oh boy, I'm getting a bit sleepy here. I just want to finish up this thruster so I don't forget what I was doing. Even though I guess now I do have video evidence of what I was doing. So, hey, there's a reason to do these videos, so I can remember what the hell I was thinking. There we go. And here I'm not going to step down. I'm going to keep it full and actually maybe even go up a bit. Like that. Yeah. And up here we're going to grab these. Go too wide. We need one of these here. Like that. We need another one right here. Like that. And then here. Ooh, I think this will look good with this gap thing too. Oh, kinda. Look better if it went a little bit further. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe that's just maybe that's how it ends. Looks kind of strange, but something to think about. Maybe these guys? That's still to makes this corner weighty. You know how we feel about weight. Let's do this. Get these back to where they were. Okay. What if I do this? Ooh, or actually I could do this. Ha! Bam. That ties into that in a weird way that I don't like in the slightest. Yeah. Yuck. Okay. What if we do that right there, get rid of this, and then go with one of these instead. That work? I mean, yeah, kinda. It's a little bit funky, but this whole thing is funky, so I don't know why I'm obsessing over this. Let's go here, right here, flip it, flip it, flip it, twist it, pop it, pass it. Yeah, I like that. For now. I'll think of something to put right here. It could be like deco something or other maybe. Oh, where's those, these things? Something like this could go here. If I flipped it the right way. Something like that, maybe. Maybe. That doesn't reach right there. And that can't go up any. But I can do that right there. And nothing can go really right there. Maybe some whisker thingies. I don't know. Fiddly bits, all the fiddly bits. Alright, I think that's where we're going to end this video. Didn't I say it was going to be a short one? Ugh. Okay. So we've got this sort of chunk on there. Whether or not it'll stay like this, to be determined. I'm not sure. Kind of like that weirdness, but I'd have to think of something to do with this face here. I like this a lot. I like this a whole lot. I'm happy that this is functioning as I was hoping it would. Phew. Such a dramatic sound. Yeah. I think this is a decent little build sesh. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I think next video, I'll probably work on this some more off of the video, and then in the next installment, maybe we'll work on a module docking system. I'll have to think about whether or not I want to use Helios modules or design my own. I really am leaning towards designing my own. Even though it'd be a lot more work. I mean, it's a game. It's fun, so it doesn't really matter. But I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. Didn't I just say I was done? I did. 5 more minutes. I just want to fill this out real quick because it's bothering me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that. Well, for anyone who stuck through this whole shenaniganery, which is totally a word, congratulations, you made it. There's no prize, no award, just my condolences. So until next time, take it easy.